I think for me, that would be my biggest advice for any young artists that are getting to that point in their career where they feel like they need to start thinking about that stuff. It's like music should always be about how you want it to make you feel and how you want it to make other people feel.
Hey, I'm Cody from Song Lab, and we're here. I'm guest hosting Beanbag YARNS. Stoked to be here, and very honoured to have a very special guest, Kobie Dee. How you going, Kobie?
I'm good, bros. Thank you for having me.
That's good. You're welcome. I like Cody Dee and Kobie Dee hanging out together. Keep my tongue keeps.
Every time someone says your name, I think they're getting my name wrong, because that's usually what happens. Someone will be like Cody, and I'll be like, it's Kobie. But then I look and they're looking at you, and I'm like, they got it right.
I've had Kobie my whole life, so no. It's been really good to meet you, and you've come on board with Skilled Creative and the Skill Engineer and Song Lab, and helping us as a mentor, which has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to Fairfield in Western Sydney, and now hometown show in Maroubra at the Lionel Bowen Library.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've been teaching young people some music production in Ableton. How's that been?
It's been good. It's been good. I like that it's been different to a lot of the stuff that I've usually been doing with workshop stuff. A lot of workshops that I've originally done is a lot of kids that haven't done a lot of music stuff, whether it was like instruments or anything like that, and it's mostly been hip hop.
Yep.
So for these workshops, it's been a lot of these kids have music backgrounds in like playing piano, playing keys, playing guitar, and different genres as well, which has been interesting.
We have one kid today, some who are interested in K-pop, one kid who's interested in electronic dance music.
Yeah.
Knowledge, and that's fun, right?
Yeah, that's it, because it's like, for me, like watching them and how they want to make the music is because there's like things that I can't obviously teach them in that, because it's not something that I'm experienced with, but it's just been interesting to see that the music that they're making. So yeah, it's been good, bit of a change. It's good.
And in Fairfield, we focused a little bit more on like rhyming and rapping and lyrics, which is obviously a strong point of yours. It's such a gifted storyteller and lyricist, and artist. But and in Maroubra, it's just we're working with the kids that we have. They're more interested in music production, I feel.
Yeah.
But what about the workshops you normally do in your studio? I know you do a lot of workshops at your studio.
Yeah, so the workshops I do at my studio is mostly rap. A lot of the kids, it's like I say Maroubra, we've just got like a lot of different genres, and particularly where I grew up was a lot of rap, like I listened to a lot of rap music. There was a lot of electronic music as well, but I think a lot of, for the young people from where I grew up, I'm more into the hip hop and more into the rap stuff. So it's mostly rap workshops I'm doing at the moment, but eventually want to start bringing in some different, like Hellcat, who I've worked with, and doing some different stuff there, and some guitar lessons, and showing that there's more than just like just rapping, and yeah, it's been pretty good. We get a fair few kids each week, and it's enabled me to be able to jump into more of the production stuff as well, which I've always wanted to do. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
You seem like someone who always wants to learn.
Yeah.
Even like little breaks in the workshop, you'll be like making something yourself.
Yeah.
Is that true, that you always like upskilling even? Or even when I bring in a device, the Ableton Push, you were like, oh, what's that? Like.
Yeah. And I think for me, it's like, if I'm watching you do, in order for me to remember it better, I've got to quickly do it right there and then. So I've kind of got a bit of muscle memory for it.
Totally.
Otherwise, if I just keep it in my head, I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you would have seen me like, I'll ask you and then I'll quickly. But yeah, no, I'm always trying to learn whatever I can, really, because I think the more like people just think that we just know everything, the less we're going to learn, So I always try to, whenever I'm in something like this, as much as I am here to do some teaching as well, I'm also learn when I can.
It's a good way to be. And I really like your last two songs. They're with Hellcat Speed Racer. Check that out if you're listening to this, watching this. They seem like quite a big dance act, electronic duo, who you told me you got on really well with, and that's one of the reasons you work together. But the sounds, yeah, it's a really cool direction for you. How did that come about?
Yeah, so we met.
Moving from hip hop into electronic dance bangers that are really fun.
Look, it is something that I've kind of always, I've not kind of always, but I started doing back when I was a teenager, just of like old, even like hard style beats, or house music, you know, just at a party or something, just start freestyling over the top of it. And so it's always kind of been there, especially here in Maroubra. You know, we've got a big party culture here in Maroubra. And growing up, that's what a lot of people listen to, you know. And a lot of the times I'd be the only one putting the rap music on at parties sometimes. And it was just mostly like, house music and electronic music. So I just start freestyling over the top of it. So then fast forward a few more years and we've Hellcat. We met at the Aria after party. We didn't know who each other were. We didn't know, we'd never heard each other's music. We just kind of was just floating around at the art. So I was there like pretty much by myself, and we just started talking. We were just like, I was like, hey, I got a studio in Maroubra. They said that they were living in Paddington at the time, or I think they still are. And I was like, yeah, like let's work together. And it took about a year. We got each other's numbers and stuff. But the next year when we seen each other again, we was like, nah, let's actually just jump in and make some music. So yeah.
Check it out if you're watching this. Yeah, it's really cool, and it's got in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head, which is a good sign. I guess last thing, Kobie, any advice for young artists out there? Someone I respect so much, from your early releases and just watching you progress, even the EP.2. I love that. I've loved watching you grow as an artist. And yeah, do you have any advice for young people out there who it might not even be music, but have a passion and are just starting out? Like something that helped you?
Yeah, because I do get asked this question a lot, and I guess I don't always want to say the same thing, but my usual thing I would always say is to be yourself and make music that is authentic and who you are. But I'd also just say, just like I never lose why you're making music. I think for me at this point in my life, you know, like I'm signed to a record label, music pays the bills, you know, like all these different pressures that come with it, that the thinking starts becoming like of what kind of music I need to start making or stuff like that, where I feel like when I was younger, I never thought of any of that. I was just making music because I loved to make music, and I wanted to make music that my friends loved. I wanted to make music that my community loved. And I think I'm getting back to that now. I think I went through a period of trying to make something that was going to be big, or still always stuck to my roots and what I love to speak about. But there's definitely times when I've let that kind of get in the way of the creative process. To where now with songs like Maroubra Villain, you know, it's like, no, I want to make something that I know my community is going to love. And I think that's why, like, with this release, we've just been so happy with the release, because I've seen it's reached exactly who I wanted it to, you know. So many people from the community have been loving the track, and that's what means the most for me, you know. So I think for me, that would be my biggest advice for any young artists that are getting to that point in their career where they feel like they need to start thinking about that stuff. It's like music should always be about how you want it to make you feel and how you want it to make other people feel, and not about money or anything like that. So yeah.
Well said. Kobie Dee, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us to teach young people some skills and share your knowledge. It's such an honour.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Well,
thank you.